here we are with Christian.
Hi.
He's a dentist from Germany. He's also an NLP trainer of our society, and he decided to give us some of his wisdom. Okay, so tell me, Chris, how much time have you been practicing NLP?
For about 4 years now. A good friend of mine somehow talked me into it, but the moment I started doing it, I never ever regretted it for once.
Okay. Was your first training like a seminar or a small talk? What was it?
Well, the thing is, I got a DVD from Richard Bandler himself, and it just attracted me so much, and I learned so much just out of a couple of DVDs that I really got very, very interested. So I decided to train with him, and here I am.
4 years after.
4 years after.
So you did your practitioner, you did your master practitioner.
That's right.
You're a trainer. We met last year also.
That's right.
And you're a dentist.
Yep.
So one question that just pops into my mind is, are you using NLP in your practice, and how are you using it?
Yes, I am, big time. Well, for those who know NLP, that's right.
Yeah.
For those who know NLP, they also know that a part of NLP, for example, is hypnotic language.
Okay.
And when it comes to hypnotic language, you can use it even without the people that you're talking with noticing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I use it to calm my patients down, to decrease anxiety and fear, to let them relax even more. And
without chemicals?
Without chemicals, without them knowing, just by using my voice. And I'm talking to them anyway, so it doesn't really cost me any time.
Okay. So your clients, are they only adults, or you attend sometimes children?
Children sometimes as well, but I tell you the truth, the biggest things that I had to accomplish were the adults, because if little children come to me, they don't suffer yet from bad pastime experiences.
Okay.
And
they're fresh.
Exactly.
Cool. So we were talking yesterday, and I was wondering, do you have a client, a patient actually, that you remember that thank you to your NLP skills, you just did great, and without them, you might have done something different?
Yeah, absolutely. There are a couple of patients that pop in my head, but there's one in particular.
Okay.
And it was a man around 30, 35, a huge guy, almost 2 meters, like really heavy guy. One that you wouldn't want to meet on a dark street at night, you know, because like really very dangerous looking. And he was so terrified with going to the dentist that he did not even dare to go there for 10 or 12 years.
Imagine that.
And therefore his teeth were absolutely, well, let's put it like that, it was lots of work. But even before I could start, he was sitting in the chair like a little baby.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that even now, when he drives along the street where the practice of the dentist of his childhood was, he gets shivers all over, and he cannot pass that street with the car. So he was absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
And in normal cases, I would have said I might not be the perfect specialist for him, but I was absolutely, positively shocked that it only took me 10 minutes, maximum 15 minutes, to only apply 2 very easy NLP techniques to bring him in such a nice state that he was ready for me to start, and he never regretted it. He keeps coming back now year after year. We did a whole lot of things, and he wouldn't want to go anywhere else, I gotta tell you, because he once, when I was on a holiday, had a little pain, and he wouldn't want to go somewhere else. He waited until I was back home.
Well, you got there a client for life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you would like to give an advice to your colleagues, okay, dentists all around the world, why should they try and acquire NLP skills, and especially from our society, from the source? You know, the things that are all over the town, all over the world that you don't know even if the trainer has a degree or not.
I understand.
Why should they acquire NLP skills, a dentist?
Well, that's pretty easy. First, I'm going to answer that question a little bit more in general and then in particular. On the first place, it's about your very own personal growth.
Okay.
When I started NLP, man, I got so much out of it. I wouldn't want to call it therapy, but I became a better person.
Okay.
I became a happier person. Just
a better
by,
version of you.
Yep, absolutely, and a happier one.
Okay.
You know, dentists in special know the job is hard. You struggle, and well, they know all that it takes, and it takes a lot of energy. And when I started doing NLP, everything got easier. So that's a personal benefit. But the second, which is an even cooler part, is the benefit for the patient and for the practice itself. Because I know how dentistry works, and I know how the most dentists have to think. It's all about efficiency.
Yes. Time.
How much time does it take? What does it cost? How much does it bring? How much stress does it give me? And what does it do to the practice?
Yes.
So using NLP, I can do it while working, because I'm talking to them anyway while working, and I'm using hypnotic language to bring them down, which just makes them happier. I anchor stuff. I let them feel that they're in a safe place.
Cool.
And this is really easy, and it does not take any time, you know. And while working, I could apply NLP techniques, which just sometimes does magic to them. They are terrified for years or even decades of going to the dentist. And after maybe a couple of minutes of a short talk, which you have to do anyway if you really want to know about a patient and what you can do for him, which is binding the patients as well.
Yes.
You, just like you said, you have patients for life. The biggest thing in dentistry, for me personally, as a specialist on phobics, is we have the power to decrease anxiety and fear big time. Because one dentist might see 1,000 or 2,000 patients maybe. Imagine what an impact that has on the world if all the dentists would use NLP.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost anything but the course. It brings a lot, also internal growth.
And your clients come in. That's the
Absolutely.
best thing. So
Absolutely.
you get to practice with your own patients.
Yeah, and people talk. As soon as I have an ex-phobic patient,
Yes.
and I brought them in a position where he can easily go to the dentist. I mean, let's face it, they don't have to love going to the dentist, but as soon as a phobic patient that has been terrified before says, well, it's all right now, I have one, you know,
Of
and they
course.
will never ever go somewhere else.
Especially when they know that they have to go to their scheduled in 2-3 days or 1 month, the anxiety, how it starts to build up.
Exactly.
And you just, in maybe 1-2 sessions with them, just cut that out.
Yeah, exactly.
Change it.
That's the coolest benefit anyway, because you might do only hypnosis.
Yes.
You might put them give them a full anesthesia block, so they're all gone.
Yes.
But what it does is it does not decrease or make the fear disappear. It walks around it, and every time they come again, they still have to face the fear.
Yeah.
And if you use a little NLP technique, you just make the fear disappear.
Totally.
And they're healed when it comes to that for the rest of their lives.
Totally, totally. So, as an NLP trainer of our society, are you planning to make a course for colleagues on Germany, for example?
Yes, I am. I'm working on a program which enables the dentist colleagues to apply NLP in a very easy way. You know, it's not rocket science. You know, there are a couple of very easily applicable techniques that you could use that are so effective.
Yes.
That and this is outstanding, because especially when you're in an area where very many dentists are, NLP might possibly be,
Yes.
you're standing out with skills like that.
Totally. You make a difference. You make a difference.
That's right.
It's wonderful. So, thank you for your time. Here's a chocolate from Venezuela. You know, chocolates and dentist.
As long as I brush my teeth.
Yes, of course. So, do you have your social media, your Facebook that you want to share with people?
Yeah, well, for the German-speaking guys, I am in Munich. My practice is right in Munich, in Germany, and it's called the Praxis am St. Anna Platz, a practice at the St. Anne's place. And we're specialized on phobics, aesthetics, and naturopathy.
Cool. So here you have it. Thank you so much for your time.
You're
and
very welcome.
We still have until Sunday to keep learning from Dr. Bandler and John Laval and all the wonderful assistants. So
Very excited about it.
keeping forward to see you in the next time.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.